Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how I made this beautiful cake without an oven or a mixer. So these are the ingredients I'm gonna be using. First I'll have to grease the pan, then dust it with flour so that the cake doesn't get stuck when it is done. Then I'm gonna set it aside. I'm gonna measure 1.5 cups of flour and sift it. I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm gonna sieve everything together. So if this is your first time on my channel, welcome, and I'm gonna really appreciate it if you will kindly subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I'll just gently mix everything together when I'm done and set it aside. So I'm gonna start with 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. I'm gonna use a whisk to mix. You could use your hand. When I was little, we used to use our hand to mix it, or you could use a spatula to do it, but I enjoy the whisk. It's really easy. Then I'm gonna add 2/3 cup of sugar and whisk. I'm gonna add it gradually. It's really not that difficult. You can do it. Yeah, just whisk it. And now it is properly creamed. See? So I'm gonna add 3 large eggs. The eggs should be at room temperature. Leave it out overnight. I'm gonna add the eggs gradually, one at a time. Shout out to all those that have subscribed. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Thank you. So this is the last egg. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna combine. Then I'm gonna add milk gradually. Then the flour. So I'll be alternating milk, flour till everything is properly combined. So I'm using 1/4 cup of milk. See, very easy. We are practically done. So I'm gonna use a spatula to just fold it in. So transfer the batter into your baking pan. So when I'm done, I'm gonna put my pot on top of a stove and pour in some salt, and I will use a rack. You could use sand. Some people use sand. Turn on your stove to medium heat for 10 minutes, and when it is hot, you transfer the batter into it. I like to close the vents so that the heat will be trapped in the pot. So this is 20 minutes later. It's not ready. 30 minutes later, the same thing. So 40 minutes later, it is still not ready. That is the good thing about using a glass lid. You can see through it. So 50 minutes later, it's ready. I'm just gonna use a skewer to check. See, it came out clean. It is ready. I will remove it from the pot, set it aside, and let it cool for a few minutes before I take it out. So it has cooled a little bit. I'm just gonna remove it from the baking pan and let it continue to cool while I go make the buttercream that I'm gonna use to decorate the cake. This cake is really very easy to make. See, it came out nicely. See how pretty it looks. You can do this, I promise. It's not that hard. So I'm using 4 cups of powdered sugar. I'm gonna sift it. Then I'm using a cup of butter. I'm using a hand mixer. You could still use the whisk to do it. I've tried it. It took a long time, but it is doable. When I started recording this cake, how to make cake on stovetop, my intention was just to show how you can do it if you don't have an oven. But as time went by, I said, oh, I'm gonna decorate this cake. Why not show them that you can still make the cake look pretty, and you don't really need to go buy birthday cake if you can make it by yourself. So this part is just an added bonus. It's not part of making a cake without a mixer. So it's good to really scrape the sides so that everything will be properly combined. So I'm adding this 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla mix. Then I'll add a tablespoon of milk. You could add 2 if you want it to be lighter, but I prefer to use 1 tablespoon. So I'm just gonna beat it till it has become lighter in color and as it has doubled in size. Then you know it is ready. See, you can see it has changed in color and the size, it has doubled in size. So to decorate the cake, you have to remove the muffin top on the cake. That's what the bakers do, and in order for you to have a flatter surface, it's better to remove it. So when you remove it, you set it aside. So when I'm done with that, I apply a thin coat of the buttercream on the cake. This helps me later on when I'm applying the frosting on it, because when you are doing it the first time, you see the crumbs in your frosting. So when I frost it like this, then I'll put it in the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes when it's hardened. Then when I bring it out, it is very easy to decorate your cake. You don't see all those pieces of cake in your frosting. It's really very easy. So when I'm done with it, I'll put it in the fridge. Then when I bring it out, then I will apply the color that I want to use to do it. So I'm just gonna smoothen it out a little bit so that there's an even coating on the cake. Then when I'm done, I'll put it in the fridge like I said earlier. So now it is ready. This is like 10 minutes after, so it's hardened. I'm gonna apply buttercream on it, and see, very easy. See the way it's covering it very nicely. You don't see the cake crumbs on it. That's why I do it that way. I'm not a professional, but you can do it. You don't have to be a professional to do it. It's really very easy if you are really interested. So I'm just gonna try to cover everything with the frosting, smooth it out. No, I use the bread knife too. You don't have to buy any expensive tool. But I use the bread knife, the back of the bread knife. I just got this recently, that's why I'm using it. So you don't have to buy any expensive tools to use. But if you want to buy it, good. So when I'm finished smoothing the cake, I'm gonna start decorating. You could manually write happy birthday, but I'm using this decorative alphabet candy I bought from the store. For some reason I lost some footage. I didn't know I was not recording it, but you're gonna see the final product. See how pretty it looks. Who would believe that this cake was done on a stove top? You can do it. So if you enjoyed watching this, give me a thumbs up. click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Till I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.